Hey guys, so it's late at night and I'm the only one still awake, and every once in a while I really like that. Like it makes me kind of happy to just be able to kind of do my own little thing. So, I've got the dishwasher running and the dryer's tumbling and I've got laundry to fold, and I worked for a while tonight. A long while. I'm actually getting I hate that. I wish I had like more energy. What time is it? It's only 11. Like I need more energy. But I think I might watch an episode of Downton. My boyfriend had a Downton affair and he decided to get 2 episodes ahead of me, which, as we both put it, could be a relationship ender. So I'm like, you did what? Like, no, you cannot. Dare he? So it was funny too. He sat down. He's like, babe, I've got to tell you something. Like super serious. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? He's like, you can't get mad at me. And I'm like, what did you do? And he's like, I watched 2 episodes of Downton. And I'm like, you did what? I'm like, that's it. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's very important. Game of Thrones and Downton are to be watched together. I don't care if that was the only thing that he could watch because you had a layover. An unplanned one. That's not my problem. So I was mad. But anyways, I'm catching up. I might even like get ahead of him just because I mean like that. So I was asked a question. When I'm asked questions, I try to always just write them down, unless I'm like looking at comments on my phone. And then it got moved underneath my keyboard and I forgot about it. So here I am to answer this question. And somebody had left this comment and said, you don't have to answer it, it's really personal, but here's my question. So it is, how are you feeling now that you have moved on and are in a serious relationship? Is it weird? Are you in disbelief? Or are you just focused on what's in the future? So, I'll touch on all of it. So, it's not weird because it just feels right, and there's nothing about our relationship that's forced or it feels that it feels weird. Like it's just natural. I feel like he's just we just work, like we just connect in the craziest ways. And I don't know if I've shared it on here, but in the 50 Shades of Grey, in the books, because in the movie you see it happen but you don't necessarily know unless you've read the books, but when they're in the elevator the first time and they touch, there's like that electric shock, and it's in a lot of books, and I always thought it was just like this like fictional thing. We have that. So we have this really weird physical reaction. I don't know how to even explain it, but we have that. So we've got that, and we've got things on much, much deeper level. It just works. We just work. And through and through, like we are just good. So none of it's weird at all. I am in disbelief because it's shocking to me that it can be so good and that it's not weird, and that, that it just works so well. And it's weird in that sense because for the longest time with like my ex, and the last, bit when he was really, really bad, there were so many things that I just, I wished for and I'd hoped for. And even before that, there's things, and we have them all now. So it's kind of like I'm in disbelief in that sense that I was able to find somebody, and rather quickly too, after my divorce, and that we just jived so well. We've been together now for almost 2 years. And we've known each other for about 2.5 years. And it's just crazy that over 2.5 years now, actually. And then this question just focused on what's in front of you. And for the longest time it was, and we actually kind of had this motto, every good day leads to another hopefully good day. And I should say that, he's been divorced longer than I have. And when we first got together, I was a little, I was still kind of healing. I was still a little broken, and even now, and I actually said this to my friend today, is when, before my divorce, I would meet somebody like, hi, hello, how are you, and have 100% trust for the person, and then they could lose that trust. So I would go into every single friendship, relationship, everything with 100%, I trust this person completely because they've never done anything to burn me, and as they burn me, the trust like kind of dissipates, I guess. Whereas now, I start with 0, and the longer I know somebody and the more things that we have to build trust, the greater it becomes. So I've completely flipped, and I don't know if it's because I've gotten a little bit older or if it's because of my divorce or anything like that. So, wow, I just got really off topic because I was talking about her. I have no idea what I was talking about. Maybe I shouldn't vlog late at night. The kids are out of school though, like now, so I'm like, I have to take advantage of the times that I can vlog, but okay, never mind, I'm getting way off topic. So now we're starting to not focus so much on the next day and the next day, and this kind of changed a little bit, you know, before we agreed to move in together. We started kind of talking about the future. So now we're talking about like, hey, like in 5 years we should go on this trip, and when we retire we would like to do this, things like that. So we're talking long term. We're talking the end of our lives that we're just, you know, discussing, and what, you know, we want to do for the rest of our lives, and making plans and making changes, and like slowly like evolving our lives to benefit ourselves more for like the future type of a thing. So talking about, you know, buying a house together and things that aren't just a day in front of us, like, hey, you want to go to the movies tomorrow night? Yeah, sure, that sounds great. But more like, hey, you know, when we retire, would you want to live here? Would you want to live here? Like serious stuff. So we're not just talking about, you know, the immediate future anymore. So it's getting more and more serious, and I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's just shocking. It's just shocking how you can go from being so unhappy to, going through complete hell to coming out and slowly building yourself again. And then I just feel like I hit the jackpot. I feel so fortunate and so lucky with him and our relationship. So I don't know. I guess too, it could hopefully give some hope or some, I don't know, some faith out there to somebody who may be doubting that they'll ever be happy again. Unfortunately, I think it's time for me to go to bed. Every edit in this video is because I'm editing out my yawns, which is probably like 6 at this point. That's not okay. It's only 11 though. How is it this bad? And this is pathetic right here. Pathetic. I don't know how I'm gonna do the summer. I have to work at night when the kids are in bed. I've gotta reset my body to like needing a little bit less sleep and being able to stay up later, and hopefully my kids can like sleep in a little bit so I can sleep in a little bit. I don't know. Summer's gonna be interesting this year. Anyways, I hope this answers your question. If you guys have questions, and I think I'm gonna do an entirely separate video, but let me know, please. I'm at the point now where I'll answer anything. So, yeah, just let me know. I'll talk to you guys later.